This has started to scare me. But guys, it is coming and it is unavoidable. And right now, we are not left with the question of if, but the question is when. So, in today's video, I'm gonna explain what is going on in the crypto space right now, how it is related to your past, where are you at the present, and tell you how you can be aware of the possible crypto crash in the future. So, let's begin. It was the summer of 2008. Mr. Smith graduated and began working at a Silicon Valley IT firm, and one of his buddies told him about Bitcoin, which was roughly $0.008 at that time. And when he was tracking it, it went from 0.008 to $0.08 in just 10 days. And for him, it was a massive 10x, and that too in just 10 days, which was unbelievable. In October 2010, he eventually decided to put his $3,000 in Bitcoin, and he waited till one Bitcoin hit $800 for the first time. And when that happened, he sold all his Bitcoins for $2.3 million. And since then, he has been on a world tour. He only travels in first class, stays only in 5-star hotels, and visits all the high-profile clients in the world. Fast forward to today. The same Bitcoin, which was around $800 at that time, right now at this moment is moving towards $100,000 per coin. And not only that, daily new crypto coins are coming into space with new innovative ideas. Venture capitalists all around the world are investing like hell, and many people who are investing their money in crypto projects are getting those 10x returns just on the same day. Sometimes it feels like we are living through a novel event of finance. But if you go deeper, you will find that what you think is fine isn't actually fine. Professionals all around the world are very much divided into two groups. One group believes we are currently in a revolution that has the potential to transform the global order. They say you truly don't need a financial institution or governments as third parties anymore. You here own your own assets, you are in charge now, while another group believes that this entire Bitcoin cryptocurrency is one of the largest bubble ever. It will eventually burst and it will be ugly. I think neither of them is wrong. And stick with me and you will know why is that. Now, moving forward, the same thing has happened before. I'm talking about the very famous Dotcom bubble, which was formed and burst in the 90s and early 2000s. People who have lived at that time knows about this tragedy. So if we see the crypto industry right now, the question we have here is, are we looking towards a big bubble, or we are moving towards a new age of revolution that tends to change the world order just like the internet did in the 90s? So let us find out. Before moving forwards, let's get back to the 90s and find out what happened at that time, which is very similar to what is happening right now, and you will understand that when you know about this. It was the year 1993, and it all started with a web browser called Mosaic. It was the first user-friendly browser that provided text side by side of a picture. And at that time, it was a big deal. A lot of users started liking this, and as a result of that, the internet went from one website to over 250,000 websites in a fraction of time. And the computer shifted from being a luxury to a necessity very quickly. Then came August 9, 1995. And on this day, the Mosaic-owned company Netscape went public and conducted its IPO, and it generated billions of dollars only 16 months from its founding. This success of Netscape has set in the mind of every person that everything that has .com in the end will make you rich. And this massive surge of stocks encouraged the new investors to put their money into every other .com company at that time. People literally quitted their jobs, borrowed money, and even took loans to trade in the market. However, by the beginning of the year 2000, this bubble started to burst, and most of the people lost their money. People went broke, got homeless, and many even committed suicide. And experts believe that there are several reasons for this burst of the bubble. For example, Y2K, which relates to a software bug, the Japanese recession at that time, Microsoft being found guilty of monopolization, overspending on Super Bowl ads, and lots of others. But deep down, the main reason for creating a bubble and bursting was us, that is, we. We always get overexcited about new technology. We drive up prices beyond any reasonable valuation, and suddenly, boom, it all falls apart. And what is going on right now is even more surprising. because we are making the same mistakes that we did 20 years ago. Well, the story of blockchain is as much as similar to the .com companies. It all started with a domain name called bitcoin.org, which was registered in 2008 with a link to a paper titled A Peer-to-Peer Electronic Cash System. This paper read that you can send your payments directly to anyone without going through any financial institution. And then Bitcoin came into existence. Right now, the same Bitcoin is revolving around $50,000 per BTC with 15,000 other cryptocurrencies and tokens. And all of them have an overall market cap of around $2 to $3 trillion. And history is again repeating itself. Again, new investors are putting their hard-earned money into every blockchain project they see. Again, people are quitting their jobs, borrowing money, and even taking loans to trade in the crypto market. But what they don't know is that history repeats itself in such cunning disguise that we don't notice the similarities until and unless the damage has been done. And if you look around, you can see all of that things which has happened in the past is happening right now again. To give you a better understanding, let's compare both of these and try to find out some patterns. So, back in the 90s and early 2000s, the stock market went crazy about anything related to the internet. Like literally, if you bid for a stock during the IPO, you could double your money on the same day. Now, does this sound familiar to you? Yes, it is the same as today's ICO. Well, ICO, IEO, IDO, names doesn't matter. But the thing that matters is the same is happening again. Another thing that has happened in the .com bubble was existing companies which are already listed on the stock exchange decided to add .com to their company name. And when they did that, their shares surged all-time high, sometimes even 30 to 50% or even 100%. Now, fast forward to today, the same thing is happening right now. Many existing companies have added blockchain in their names and their value has soared just because of that. And the third, but the major problem, which in the .com bubble, most companies had suffered losses and not profits because they didn't follow any valuation method. This problem of valuation is still in the cryptos. Investors are again ignoring the valuation method and seem to be fine with projects that offer nothing in return. Just look at the metaverse projects right now. How many of them are currently operational in the real world and delivering actual value to the masses? A few or neither of them. All of them are either in the planning stages, in development, or have simply raised funds in the name of large projects while sitting idle. The fact is, when the .com bubble burst, .com stocks were worth like $500 million, and if we add inflation to it, that would be around $1 trillion in today's value. But still, at that time, at least people were receiving actual equity for their hard-earned cash. While right now, at this moment, cryptocurrency is becoming a $3 trillion market. But still, a majority of them have no idea what it's all about. Now, considering all of these points, what I think is there is currently a massive bubble going on in the crypto space. Governments are worried about the regulations, big banks are scratching their heads, and not only the small companies but some large companies like Meta, Square, Tesla, and MicroStrategy are openly exposed to cryptos to some extent as far as Bitcoin is concerned. Now, let's have a look at what can happen. In no time, big economies of the world like the US, Europe, etc. will issue some sort of regulations for crypto assets. And when it will happen, almost all of the crypto assets will fall under this security regulation. All of the major exchanges which we are seeing today that have any kind of ownership will have to delist all of their crypto tokens with immediate effects. Or any of such thing can happen. And within a fraction of time, 90% of the values of their tokens, regardless of the strength of the project, will go down. Whether you are a beginner or part-time enthusiast, whether you are a degen or a whale, this bloodbath of crypto crash will impact each and every one of you. And that is what a bubble does the best. And after all of this bloodbath, only those companies will survive that have a good value proposition and will sell something valuable to us. Now you may be thinking, I am against crypto or blockchain, but I am not. I'm honestly not against any cryptocurrency. I'm not against any tokens, any blockchain, or any DeFi project. I think blockchain is here to stay, and that is going to be the future. But I also want you to understand that even internet was here to stay, right? Internet is the biggest thing right now in the entire world. But even after that, we saw a bubble in 90s and 2000s. And that's what I'm saying, and that's what I strongly believe, that we are in a bubble right now, but that does not mean that blockchains will not replace our current market infrastructure. It will do that, but before that, a lot of people are going to lose money if they don't invest wisely. So, in a larger picture, blockchains will replace our current market infrastructure and will eventually change our current financial system. But it will all happen only after the great washout, and it is inevitable. As I said earlier, it is not the question of if, but it is the question of when. When is it going to happen? We will soon find that out. Let me know what do you think about it in the comment section below, and if you are new to this channel, then make sure you subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. Thank you so much for watching.